NieR Automata. NieR Automata. Now, NieR Automata is a sequel to a 2010 release called NieR. It was apparently a cult hit. That game in and of itself was a spin-off of another game franchise called Drakengard. These games were also developed in Japan. As you can tell, I tend to gravitate towards Japanese games. Now, the premise of NieR Automata is it takes place in a far future, in a post-apocalyptic future, where most of humanity is dead, and androids are put in use. Just started off with the... I just started off with a new game. Oh. So the genre of this game is action, 3D action hack and slash.
Everything that lives is designed to end. We
I'll
are
let the story play out.
perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death. Is this a curse? Or some kind of punishment? I often think about the god who blessed us with this cryptic puzzle, and wonder if we'll ever have the chance to kill him.
This is Command. Yorha Squadron, come in.
2B here. All units have penetrated the stratosphere. Autopilot systems green across the board.
This is Operator 6-0. All units confirmed.
We've passed the 50-kilometer threshold and are proceeding toward the target.
Understood. Once you reach their anti-air defenses, proceed to manual attack formation. Then destroy the Goliath-class unit by any means necessary, and gather what data
Now
you
this
can.
game kind of like plays around with different game genres. You're about to see
down. All units
the first genre that this game plays around with. They call it bullet hell. Bullet hell is basically
Origin point of long-range lasers confirmed.
what it sounds like. Bullets and other like projectiles coming at you.
11B, down. Our HO229 cancelers are ineffective.
Alert. Enemy unit sighted ahead.
Requesting permission to engage.
Permission granted.
But yeah, this style of gameplay was popularized back in the, I believe in the early 90s, late 80s. Probably the late 80s.
1D down. Assuming captain's duties.
But this isn't the whole game. This is just one genre this game plays around with.
Multiple surrounding enemy air units confirmed. Requesting permission to assume mobile configuration.
Permission granted.
As you can see, very Japanese feel to it, very mech. You know, the Japanese, you see a lot of stuff involving mechs.
Captain,
Mechanized suits, sorry.
I think
4B down. B to Operator 6-0. All Allied units down. The operation is compromised. Awaiting further orders.
Operator to 2B. We need you to rendezvous.
Now everybody talking here, they're all androids, all of them. But yeah, the soundtrack in this game is incredible. Very intense, very symphonic. Whoa, getting too close. I think what got me interested in this game is when I saw like game trailers to it. I tend to like I like games with fast-paced action, very tight, fast-paced action.
Alert! Large enemy group detected.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
This game does it very well. Oh yeah, I have this handy robot that shoots. Oh, that's how you do it. But yeah, she's an android.
Not quite.
I'm sure you're wondering why does she dress like, why does she have to be dressed like that? Why does she have to look like that? It's, you know, character design.
Is that our target?
Japanese tend to be a little bit more,
Proposal. Dispatch it as swiftly as possible.
You don't say.
Oh. They tend to be a little bit more over the top and like, when it comes to like character design and, it's not necessarily about what's realistic and what's practical, it's more like what's thematic. Now this game makes heavy use of the colors black and white, so there's a reason the androids, like many, use the color palettes of black and white. I don't really know what it means thematically, but I'm sure there's significance behind this game's choice of colors.
Pod program download complete.
Oh, gotta be careful, otherwise that thing will kill me. Oh, crap. Should have taken more evasive maneuvers. Oh crap. Should have been a bit more careful.
Better make sure he's actually dead next time. That was dangerous, man. You're 2B, right? My name's 9S. I'm here to provide support.
Copy that.
So, was that big old buzzsaw the Goliath you came here to take out?
No, just another defensive system.
Oh, well, I guess we have to find the target then, huh? I've got a flight unit, so I'll take a look around the perimeter.
All right, I'll work my way inside from the ground.
Trying to remember where I'm supposed to go next. Oh, at least now I know how to sprint. Or at least I remember how to sprint. Oh, this way. What the hell? What the hell? That's just a weak little enemy. Weird. But yeah, the team that made this game gained a reputation for like fast-paced action games, which is why because for the other game, NieR, the original one, a completely different team made it. So the only people that were on board from like the original team or the game's original director, and I think one of his artists and producers. Other than that, it was a whole other team that built this game from the ground up.
2B? Ma'am?
What is it?
I was going to send you the map data I collected earlier.
Do it.
What's kind of neat is that this game switches between 2D side-scrolling, like this, to 3D action, like seamlessly. It's an interesting design choice, to say the least.
Exit confirmed closed.
So open it.
Negative. Nearby enemies are jamming our signal.
Nothing's ever easy.
It's kind of cool that the soundtrack is not only symphonic, but it also has like choruses singing. Chorus is going, and singers as well.
Glad you're here.
Why?
Scanners like me mostly work alone. Scouting out enemy lines and all that, I don't usually get a partner. It's kind of fun.
Emotions are prohibited.
Sorry, ma'am.
And another thing, stop calling me ma'am.
Huh?
It's unnecessary.
All right, then. To be it is.
But yeah, they're all androids. And by the way, the person talking to her, that's not the robot that's assisting her right now. Like the robot that's shooting the machine gun fire. That's I forget what you call them. But the other android, like currently in the area, is also has like similar combat abilities as 2B here. 2B stands for I can't remember. I think of it as a code name.
This place sure is big.
I guess humans used to use it as a weapons factory, but now it's just crawling with machines. The enemy seems to have repurposed the facility to increase their overall machine production.
So if we don't destroy it, they'll just keep coming.
Sometimes the game goes into isometric view, top down. Common type of camera back in the 80s and 90s. It's still in use, but back then you could only really do these types of cameras in games because games aren't 3D; they're mainly on 2D planes. So there's limitations, to say the least. Oop, I should have dodged.
Nonsensical data from the old world. There's no actual meaning behind anything machines do.
Thank you for another day of hard work. Please back for the job well done.
Oh, gotta be careful. What I found like really interesting about this game is that like usually like switching the cameras the way this game does, it's a quirk, even modern Japanese games like are like popular ones are a lot more mainstreamed. So to do something like this, it's kind of risky, because like modern gamers are more used to 3D games and controllable cameras that you control, sorry. So this game definitely is has some pretty bold design choices, but I feel like they pay off really well. So these types of I guess it's easier to be more receptive to like certain gameplay styles. Oh, I thought it came through this way.
Alert. Bulletproof apparatus detected on enemies. Close range combat is advised.
I know.
Nice. I remember I have a jump button so I can do cool aerial attacks. Man, I love this type of gameplay. But yeah, this type of these types of cameras, 2D and like top down, it's just basically a throwback to like games of yesteryear.
I surveyed the entire factory, but couldn't find anything resembling our target.
Maybe they, I don't know, moved it somewhere?
Is that?
You mean the birds? Yeah, there's more plants and animals here than there used to be. Probably because the environment's changed. There should be another facility across that bridge. It's a bit of a hike, but should we check it out? It's not like Command to get a location wrong. I guess even they get bad intel from time to time, huh?
I wouldn't bet on that.
Alert. High-power jamming detected. No response from long-range communications.
Doesn't matter. I'll just take a moment.
Oh. Whoa. Basically, right now, all I can do is really just spray and pray. Oh.
Is that?
Target enemy detected.
You know, one great feature that I think some people take for granted is being able to skip cutscenes. So I notice there's a lot of games that kind of like, ooh, just transported into a giant robot, that get rid of cutscenes, but replace them with like sections where you're just kind of standing there having to listen to someone talk. So the game doesn't kill you; it kills you with boredom. But yeah, there are games that they just let you skip the cutscenes. You know, I think that's always it's a good option. But as you can see, this game has a larger-than-life presentation to it. Very I don't think I'm doing the damn thing. Oh wait, I am kind of hurting it.
To me!
There's a scout.
What's your status?
This is the target. I'm going to destroy it.
Right. I'll provide support.
Yeah, there's only so much you can do.
Alert. Incoming enemy attack from below. Proposal. Evade.
You think? I'm not really meant to do damage against them right now.
Hacking in. Boost!
9S! "9S!
9S black box signal detected. No response to communications.
I'm going after him.
Like, it's kind of cool that it gives you that sense of scale, you know, your size compared to this behemoth of a machine.
Support request to command.
Negative. Communications have been jammed.
Yeah, I don't pay too much attention to this game's leveling up system. I mean, this game. I mean, some people like kind of try to like put the RPG label on it, but I think it's more heavily an action game.
Then access the...
Inadvisable. The subject's vital signs are too poor to attempt field repair in
Shut up!
current...
Just do what I say!
2B. Just go.
You shut up too.
We're soldiers. We take pride in our service.
HO-229 Flight Unit. Command 677 received. Usage rights transferred from 9S to 2B. Requesting acknowledgement.
Please.
All right.
Now we're gonna do some real damage against this thing. Whoa.
It talks? I didn't know the machines had that kind of intelligence.
I found a weakness in the target. Hacking in to provide support. The control on the enemy's upper arm. Use your pod. Should be able to take it over.
I told you to shut up!
Control of upper arm. Seized from enemy unit. Marking weak point.
Got it. Seize its control system.
Affirmative. Infiltrating enemy subunit. Behavior table adjusted. Balance controls overridden. Enemy unit subjugation complete.
I'd like to point out that although this game's a sequel, its predecessor only shares small similarities to this game.
Die already!
The original had not, mostly didn't have like mechs and robots like this. Mostly.
Talk about bringing the battle to them.
I mean like this, you know.
Contact command. Request assistance.
Specifically.
No. It doesn't look like that's going to be necessary.
Comes the other two. 3.
Oh, great.
I don't imagine that this is going to end well.
Why are they wearing blindfolds?
It's ready.
It's a character design choice. I couldn't tell you why. They are androids, so.
Requesting destruction of enemy hostiles via black box reaction.
Request accepted.
Tubi, it was an honor to fight with you. Truly.
The honor was mine.
Oh, the game's over. They're dead. Well, that's it. Or is it? Remember, they are androids, so they're I can't remember where their memory is stored, but yeah. They can get new bodies. But this game makes pretty heavy uses of black and white. People kind of forget that when they talk about games as art, it's not just about like prettied up graphics, you know, or cinematic presentation or story. It's also like how the graphics are presented, you know, like a game's visual style.
So,
and a lot of the
mission
game's
complete and all that, huh?
visual style is like in
Goliaths
how
were
it
wiped
uses
out,
color.
and we secured a route into enemy territory. Now we can...
9S.
Yeah?
Thank you. For uploading my data to the bunker.
I did that? Sorry, I don't remember. There wasn't a whole lot of bandwidth down there, you know? I probably only had enough time to back up your memories. Mine are only intact up to the point just before we rendezvoused.
I see.
Glory to mankind.
Glory to mankind.
I'm good. I don't need to use that. No, I'm not going to save any of this.
(5012 AD). The year mankind's glorious history came to a sudden and abrupt end, when the world was invaded by aliens from beyond the stars. The aliens unleashed a new breed of weapon, machine life forms, that all but annihilated human civilization. The handful of survivors that remained fled from Earth, seeking refuge on the moon. 5204 AD. Humanity launched its counterattack, deploying an army of androids from a network of orbiting bases. But after more than a dozen large-scale descents upon the enemy, we still haven't managed to repel the invaders. That is why you, the Yorha forces, exist. To break this stalemate, once and for all. You are our ultimate weapon, and you must put an end to this war.
Understood, sir.
I wish you good hunting.
Glory to mankind! Glory to mankind!
Glory to mankind.
I won't say this is the game breaking the fourth wall, but
Could you try and pick up the pace a little bit? All right. Are we good now?
I'm gonna mess with them a little bit.
Oh, thank you. Anyway, that takes care of the settings. Hold on. Your self-destruct permissions are missing. Wait a sec. We need to restore those. I could set it for you, but you should probably do it yourself. Regulations and all, you know? Okay, good. If things go wrong during an op, you may have to sacrifice yourself in order to finish it. So, once you're finished making adjustments, you can go ahead and close this out. Morning.
They sleep with the mask off. That an android would need to sleep.
9S.
The commander's put me in charge of your maintenance, ma'am. That means I'll be performing regular checks on you from now on.
I see.
Oh, don't worry. We 9S models are the best around, you know. Though I suppose we're not exactly known for our modesty.
9S.
Hmm? What is it, ma'am?
Stop calling me ma'am.
Huh?
There's no need to be so formal.
All right. If you say so. Oh, I almost forgot. The commander was calling for you. We better go see what's up, man. 2B. You need to be near an access point to save your data. You can see access points on the close-range map. Be sure to save often.
It was telling me I had mail. I think I had to check it somewhere else. That's funny, this game has a loop, or at least this section has a loop on it. yeah, you can with this game, like you can customize abilities and like weapons and where there are two flies flying around. Storage capacity with plugs, so like so it's not just like all you do is just go in and, you know, shoot and like hack and slash your way through the game. So you can kind of customize how you want to engage in combat, if you have the money, of course. It's actually really easy to get money in this game. You could upgrade your pod so you could do higher. Better attacks. But yeah, this isn't the only hub in the game. There's certain when you go back to Earth, there's certain areas that function as like hub-like places. I think 9S can't keep up with me. Oh, he magically teleported. Oh, crap.
Ah, 2B. Maintenance finished?
Yes, Commander.
You detonated your black box in order to defeat the enemy. Bold, but risky. Try not to be so reckless next time.
Understood.
I know you're fresh out of maintenance, but I have another mission for you. I need you to head to the surface, rendezvous with the Resistance, and do some recon.
Doesn't Yorha have a dedicated Resistance contact already?
We haven't been able to get in touch with them, so we'll need you to look into that as well.
Understood.
The surface? That means we'll be getting flight units, huh? Better head for the hangar. Usually we can't get near flight units. They're way too expensive for us grunts. Too bad they can't mass produce these things yet. The hangar's up ahead. Let's go.
But yeah, this is where you'll see the most significant amount of black and white in the game. Although there's other sections where there's black and white. Like the game uses, like, you know, like very dramatic colors at certain times, and then very muted colors.
Why do you think they sent a combat model like you to a recon job? If all they want is intel, we scanner models are built for that kind of thing.
Orders are orders.
All right, all right.
You're going to have some new weaponry installed from here on out. I'll put up instructions for you. Make sure to commit them to memory.
Roger.
Oh. I almost destroyed it.
Bunker to 2B, come in. I've set a landing point for your flight units. You'll be touching down quite a ways from the resistance camp, unfortunately. Sorry for the trouble, but we can't risk the enemy discovering their position.
Understood.
Good luck down there.
This is Earth. 5,000 years. No, wait. Sorry. 3,000 years in the future.
Target location acquired. Marking on map. Proposal. Proceed to target location.
But yeah, this... It's an android, so it can move freakishly fast. But there is signs of life thriving.
According to our intel, none of the machines in this area are hostile. We've been seeing more and more enemies like this lately. They just stand there and stare into space. It's pretty weird.
Nature has been taken over. Now, people, like, one of the criticisms, one of the few criticisms of this game was levied against the game's graphics. You know, like there are like other modern games that like just put like an insane level of detail, like, but with this game, what people don't understand when it comes to art is like. And it's not. I'm not using this like argument to like excuse like if a game has substandard graphics. I'm just saying like this game has a different aesthetic to it. You know, it's not meant to have like a super mega like realistic, everything looks so real kind of look to it. You know, it's supposed to convey a feeling like this. These muted colors are supposed to convey like a feeling of this like absence. You know. I mean, there is some signs of life, but there's no human activity. There's very little life that actually survived.
So this is the resistance camp, huh? We should probably go talk to their leader first thing.
You're... number 2.
Hmm? You know about 2B?
Yes, well, the bunker told me to expect you. My name is Anemone. I'm the leader of the android resistance that controls most of this territory. You must be the new scouts we heard about. Well, I'm sure my people will have plenty of information for you. Please feel free to ask them anything you like.
But yeah, there are side quests you can do. They're not required, nor are they forced, which I like. That's cool. Animal bait. You could ride them? I never tried riding an animal. I don't think a moose would want me to ride it. Huh.
Target location data obtained. Marking on map.
Actually, I think these sub-quests are required. Because the resistance leader, like, talk to them and just say, like, talk to my people. See what they need. After your HA body is destroyed, only its memory data is transferred to a new body. That means items aren't transferred, so if you die, you need to recover plug-in chips from your previous body. If you die again before recovering your plug-in chips, they're all lost, so take care. Basically, you need to recover anything from your previous body immediately. I feel motion sick. Interesting. If you have any system-related questions, ask maintenance. They handle everything from body maintenance to pod adjustments. Interesting. I think she was talking about the options screen. This game is too difficult. Kind of fun talking to this thing, this android. But yeah, basically you have to assist those two androids for the subquest. But yeah, let's do music. Check out the map. Now the map is fairly big. Like it's not like super large open world, but it's pretty big. There's enough terrain for you to explore around. But this game isn't really like open world games, so it's like I don't know. It's flavors of a little bit of everything. A little bit of open world, a little bit of RPG, but primarily it's an action game with like other things sprinkled into it. You know, like top-down bullet hell shooter, side-scrolling. But yeah, I would say it's a action game with a mix of a little bit of everything. But yeah, luckily it shows you where the quest markers are, so that's helpful.
This must have been quite a city once upon a time. Too bad vegetation's claimed most of it now.
Operator 60 to 2B. It is time for your regularly scheduled contact.
This is 2B. Nothing to report.
Good to hear. Say, how's the weather on Earth today? Good?
It's fine. Does that question have anything to do with our operation?
Not really. I just figured it might feel nice to have some good weather.
Feeling nice has no bearing on completing missions.
That is so like you, 2B. Anyway, talk to you later.
Yeah, these are androids, but it's strange. Like, they have human-like qualities and personalities. Like 2B is much more reserved, but at the same time, like, she seemed like generally like worried. So there is like some type of emotion. And I don't know why these androids would have emotion, but you know. But yeah, I played the entirety of this game. Has 3 playable characters, including 9S. Each with their own stories, or at least stories that kind of overlap. But yeah, I can vouch for this game. Excellent action game. Like, it's pretty good story. Very good. Very strange though. There's nothing like very strange story. And some pretty interesting characters that come along in the game, but yeah, I played it last year and I thought I had a complete blast. It was, you know, I can't really give too many details away about the game without spoiling it, like as far as like story wise. But yeah, it's an excellent game, and like the interesting thing about it is that it got more popular than originally anticipated. So apparently a sequel is in the works. I'm not sure what exactly a sequel would look like, but you know. But yeah, I highly recommend NieR Automata. It's pronounced Automata. I was calling it Automata for a while, but I learned later that it's actually pronounced NieR Automata. So then when I think about it, automaton. I think that's another way to refer to like robots or androids. I don't know. But yeah, I really recommend this game. Just excellent soundtrack. Interesting characters, interesting story, excellent gameplay. You know, top of the line action game. But anyway, that's going to be about it for this broadcast. But yeah, I figured I'd show off NieR Automata. So this is Nerotikk signing off.